this if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the Tribal Chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well, there's
move
your
locked
answer.
in. Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap here? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Well, he makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold, and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that guillotine locked in far too long.
Well, the oxygen slowly... circulating through Seth again, but I feel it's just a matter of time. The fun and games Rollins has been playing. Has pushed the Tribal Chief past his boiling point.
It pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time.
Roman Reigns with a schoolboy pinning combination. No!
Seth Rollins just getting dismantled.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman.
And he gets sent back into the ring. Oh, he cuts it off.
He's pushing back now.
That's possibly the trigger for Seth to battle his way back into this. Textbook jumping clothesline. Oof. Big clothesline.
Roman's on a roll here.
And bit by bit, Reigns chipping away at the competition.
And Rollins capitalizes.
Schoolboy pinning combination.
Oh, maybe not.
Roman with his opponent across his own shoulders. Bang!
Run out of ringside and back to the mat. Oh, stop, stop, stop. Forearm smash after the stops. Seth is being overwhelmed.
Right now, Seth is unable to evade Roman's offense.
In the corner, has to find a way out of there. Getting him in place, but for...
This is not going to be nice. This is going to be nasty.
Roman Reigns locked and loaded in the corner.
Ooh, avoided the attack with a nasty chop block. Wicked clothesline. Reigns really having his way right here.
And Rollins in need of salvation.
The head of the table. And Seth freaking Rollins are at war right now.
Bombs being thrown between these Shield brothers, but only one will be left standing. What power from the Tribal Chief.
Right to the back of the neck. What a blow.
Rolled up from behind. This could be it.
Gets to the rope, and the ref stops the count.
Clothesline attempt countered into an STO. Just mounted with punches and a stomp to the gut too.
Rollins can't find any reprieve right now.
Roman seems tapped into his endless reserve of strength.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
Reigns delivers a Superman punch. Not dead yet.
And a spear. That's got to be it. Consider the championship retained. And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion,
Roman Reigns has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins. Finally exercised the ghost of the Shield.
It looks like a huge weight has been lifted from the shoulders of the Tribal Chief. Roman may never forgive Rollins, but now he can forget him.
I'm the last guy to knock a revolution. I've led a few of those, you know. I admire revolutionaries. I respect evolutionaries. They are the lifeblood of the bloodline. So when Solo Sikoa seized the moment and became the tribal chief in Roman Reigns' absence, I didn't like it. I don't even think I respected it. But something deep down in me admired took some forward thinking.
I'm the chief now!
Now we all know what happened when the OG Bloodline, led by Roman Reigns, faced the new Rogue Bloodline, led by Solo Sikoa, in the War Games. But there was a discussion here while planning the WWE 2K25 showcase that has me, your wise man, admittedly a little intrigued. What if War Games was limited to only OG Bloodline, no honorary uses, versus Solo's Rogue Bloodline, no honorary uses? It's 4-on-4 Roman Reigns. The Usos, Sami Zayn, versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and the most dangerous new competitor WWE has ever seen, the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. What happens then? This is your moment to determine who is the real Bloodline. This is your moment to determine who is the only Bloodline. This is where the Bloodline's legacy and the Bloodline's future is in your hands.
The following contest is the men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The first member to enter will come from the advantaged team. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins! The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. And now, let the War Games begin!
The Bloodline is in chaos. This wrestling dynasty is on the brink of collapse.
This conflict goes far beyond acknowledgement, Michael. This man and the original Bloodline are fighting for their livelihood.
Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jey Uso!
This man and the rest of the original Bloodline is under attack. The new Bloodline will do whatever it takes to wipe out the old guard.
But this man and the rest of his crew will not go down without a fight. This is a power struggle that could not be contained by a traditional 20-by-20 ring. He's ready to bring the heavy fire to the new Bloodline.
The original Bloodline was created with the wisdom of the elders, but this man and the new Bloodline are destroying what was built.
Well, this conflict was unfathomable until now. The new Bloodline is ready to hunt.
And from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob.
The new Bloodline does not live by a code. They do not act with honor. This man says the OG Bloodline will suffer the consequences of their disloyalty.
We are looking at a heavy hitter with pure malice in his eyes.
And he's looking to make his name at the expense of the old guard of the Bloodline.
The OG Bloodline have never faced a threat like this.
The island of relevancy is no more. The OG Bloodline is fighting bloodthirsty savages who will feast on whatever they can.
There will be no hesitation in pulling the trigger, and the OGs have got to match that ferocity.
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga. Tongaloa and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the Bloodline, courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new Bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true Bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the Bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight.
Look at this. Boom. Nice. An overbearing assault on Jacob now.
A fully focused Jey Uso right here.
Elbow drop. Before War Games officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old school Bloodline coming out on top?
Every one of these men is a proven main eventer, Michael, but that won't be enough if they can't stay on the same page.
Yeah, and given how united Solo's team is, I don't think even the Mount Rushmore of WWE could handle the new Bloodline.
Roman and his crew need to remember what bonded them, what made their team oozy.
This game's about winning at any and all costs. This competitor knows exactly what they want to do.
Perched on the top rope. Here it is! Superplex!
Jay is imposing his will.
Jacob's being cut off at every pass.
And for main event Jey Uso, this is as much about a mental advantage as a physical one. He has to be in a world of hurt here. Boom! I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the Bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks.
And with his coming entrant, the teams will officially be evened up.
Sent to the corner.
On the top rope now.
This superstar promised a win at any cost. We are seeing just how far they're willing to go.
Avalanche Samoa drop.
That's a walk-off. When all else fails, sometimes you just have to go the high risk and hopefully high reward route.
Clothesline. 8 men in this war. But
we're gonna finish it off. Oh, look at this, raining right hands. No escape from these punches. Nice calf kick, great elevation.
He's struggling to stay in this thing.
Taking on so much offense, you gotta worry about the lingering effects.
From the middle ropes, tornado DDT.
Taking on even more brutal damage there.
He has been battered and beaten in the...
Oh, look out. I was afraid it was going to get to this point.
Top rope! Superplex! Gotta be a bit tough for Jey to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jey has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jey has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new Bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
Here's the buzzer, and Jimmy Uso is looking for revenge from the top.
Bullseye! Oh, Sammy's ring prowess couldn't get him out of trouble there.
Yeah, Jacob was confident going on the attack.
Climbing the wall, the War Games here. This might not be a good idea. Here we go. Searching under the ring now. This can't be good. He begins to climb the wall of the War Games cave.
Watching. Takes a trip to the skies, and it pays off once again.
Looks like the impending numbers advantage isn't enough for him.
Snap suplex.
If you're on the opposite side of this entry, you are bracing for a fight. Bang! Super kick! Super kick!
He's rising to his feet in a perilous situation.
He's doing some dangerous redecorating.
I think the table really ties it all together.
If you weren't ready before, you better be now.
Sami Zayn, who so much is a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Uso?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jey and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs.
Even in the teams are looking under the ring for a little extra insurance.
Sit-out powerbomb.
But then to Sami Zayn.
Crucial moment for Tonga Loa. sky high.
And he's the top rope looking for some
Top rope. Misses big time. High risk just resulted in a big splat. And he gets directed into the corner.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker.
Nasty boot by Zay. Has Sammy ended it there.
And guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both bloodlines leaving it all in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shots in one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE. Driving the cage, but that makes absolutely no sense in this top rope. It's Jimmy. That could put Tama down for good.
Bodies have been decimated, fortitude has been tested, and these fans are showing their approval of these superstars' performances.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, is called
Top rope. He's made sure the odds are above and beyond his favor now. Stop sign flew like it was a frisbee. Jacob sidesteps out. We're looking a little wild here, guys. Hit by flying stop sign. That had to hurt.
Looks like they're bringing additional firepower with them into what is now essentially a handicap match. Man, this place is jumping.
Enters the ring and is diving headfirst into the chaos of this match. Reigns has his opponent in a fireman's carrying.
Starting to look better.
Samoan driver. Hold on here. What good reason does he have to be climbing top rope?
And it's Jey himself.
Looking for a belly-to-back suplex. Back suplex into the top rope.
So splash. Will Jimmy seal this out?
Rear super kick. Nasty. Here comes the buzzer. The numbers advantage vanishes.
Uso.
Splash by Jimmy. And that can vanquish Tom. And clearly going after his core and slow him down.
And that core area really getting lit up. Top rope. Uso. Splash. Jimmy might have just finished things.
No idea how he's even here continuing this match.
At this point in the match, there's no time to recover.
Jimmy in his grip and looking at Jacob Fatu. Lights out. DDT connects.
Does Jimmy have any fight left?
God. And taking it to the trachea. A snap there by Roman Reigns. Big right hand. Having a little bit of fun now.
He gets manhandled into the opposite ring. Setting up.
Implanted by the DDT.
Jacob about to end this fight.
Good night. Ooh, chucked that chair right out. Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows.
And his body seems to be the preferred target. Oh, man. Adding more injury to injury with that hammer.
This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
Even more attached to the neck and head area.
A dangerous target to have your sights set on for sure.
And clearly some targeted offense coming his way there.
Going after your opponent's head is brazen, but very effective.
Saw it coming. It counters it. It's on the page for leaving it open. Now looking at Jey.
Can Jacob Fatu come back from that?
Now scaling the War Game structure.
This is not going to end well.
Right. Yeah, it's an attitude. He's balancing on top of the cage with something dangerous in mind.
Climbing up the wall now, and he's got...
Now attempts the cover.
Can he keep it down? Jimmy with a game ender.
And he kicks out of the pin.
I am shaking my head in disbelief over how he managed to get the shoulder up.
And he's just been tossed aside into a new terrain.
Jeez, that could take you out.
Gets dealt by the suplex. And we see Zayn.
Feeling like it's over for Sikoa. Great ring awareness saved him. He's getting fired up now, really feeding off his crowd.
Sammy with a big boot. No doubt, Sammy just ended this.
Now scaling the steel.
This is either madness or brilliance. Flying.
He finds a counter.
Punishing power slam.
Reigns in the corner, ready to strike.
Reigns with the schoolboy, not done yet. And looking at Jacob Fatu. Measuring it up one more time.
Sledgehammer to the body. This is not for the faint of heart. Steering clear there.
Teeing off.
That was a stiff chair.
Appears to be nearing the end of this one.
Yeah, he's absolutely in danger of losing it all here.
Oh, man. Jay has Solo right where he wants it.
Perfect kick. And Tama evades that. And that was taking the attack to the competition with that one. Now Jimmy.
Is that all she
He's absorbing a lot of damage here.
Jay is in a very vulnerable position here. Up into the fireman's carry.
And then driven down with a flapjack.
Big count for Reigns. You guys, I'm getting bored here as the attack is about to continue.
Yeah, this is Uso.
And looking at Jey Uso.
Will Jay take advantage?
Solo.
They knew what was coming there.
Gets driven into the corner. The lights are out for Sikoa.
And the pin could be over for Tangaloa. And Team Roman wins War Games.
The new bloodline has fallen.
Here are your winners, Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline.
Unbelievable. Roman's original bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left, look to your right. That's family. And this is the one true bloodline.
Okay, a little bit out of character for your wise man, but that was a little bit difficult for me to watch. Seeing this family splinter into two groups, fighting against each other, it breaks my dark heart. But they're all grown men, and you settled the issue. Now let's give Solo credit. Forming Team Solo was, of course, his usual backup of Tama Tonga and Tangaloa, the sons of Haku, feared as one of the baddest men to ever walk planet Earth. Along with them, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu, son of Tama, also known as TK All Day, the Tonga Kid, another fearsome competitor from WWE's golden era. But did you know that Haku and Tama once comprised one of WWE's most impressive tag teams? Haku had been considered family by the Dynasty for years on end, and his teaming with Tama, brother of Rikishi, solidified this for eternity. The Islanders were a formidable test for any tag team in WWE in the late 1980s, competing against teams like the Hart Foundation and the British Bulldogs. Initially fan favorites, the two would embrace a more hard-nosed approach and even teamed up with WWE Hall of Famer Bobby the Brain Heenan, finding even more success. The team flawlessly merged aerial excellence, martial arts mastery, and some good old-fashioned Islander grit. Perhaps their most infamous moment saw them actually dog-nap Matilda, mascot of the British Bulldogs, showing that they were willing to do literally anything to throw opponents off their game. Both men are still revered today as two of the real legit tough guys in the industry, names that instill fear simply upon mention, and they absolutely taught their children well. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa both loved to slowly brutalize an opponent in the traditional Haku style, while Jacob Fatu hurls his body at opponents from all angles with reckless abandon, much like Islander Tama in his TK All Day heyday. For their inclusion in the 2K25 showcase, we find the Islanders in a dream match, taking on another team that has mastered the air, ground fighting, and has their own brand of swag that keeps opponents guessing at all times. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the Street Profits. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins have put together one hell of a run in WWE, and the perennial tag team champions are going to find themselves in an unfamiliar setting, taking on Haku and Tama in a best 2 out of 3 falls match. Anyone can sneak a win out, but Haku and Tama often competed in this type of match to fully demonstrate the superiority to their opponents. And you can bet that they're out to do the same thing to Angelo and Tez. So get out there and showcase the tag team mastery that the Islanders used to terrorize their opponents. Lift your party cups and take one last sip for the Street Profits. And don't worry, no one will hold you responsible for the damage you and the Islanders caused them, because I assure you, the Islanders can handle the smoke.
It is time for the Street Profits to get themselves some of the Islanders.
Well, with all due respect to the smoke and the party cups, but AD and Tez need to up their game. This could be the Profits' night, but it's not going to be easy.
The Profits possess tremendous athleticism, but so do the Islanders. And let's not forget, the Islanders have Bobby Heenan in their corner.
The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls match. Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 492 pounds, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits.
The Islanders are known for innovative double-team offense, but they're looking to do more than just beat the Profits.
Well, under the Brains' incomparable tutelage, the Islanders have become smarter and more brutal.
Tez and Dawkins better have their third eye open and their heads on a swivel.
I expect to see expert-level tag teamwork from both the Profits and the Islanders, with supreme athleticism from all four competitors.
What this match could boil down to, guys, is which team picks up the first pinfall.
It's not going to take long for chaos to rule. The Profits and the Islanders are ready to see who is the best tag team on Earth.
The Street Profits had better be ready for what's coming.
Taz and Dawkins have to be ready to deal with any shortcut the Islanders can find.
And their opponents were accompanied by Bobby Heenan at a combined weight of 499 pounds. Tama and Haku, the Islanders.
We know the Islanders are as vicious as they come, but the Street Profits excel in all forms of chaos.
Yeah, Corey, but the Islanders have a plan and will stop at nothing to carry that out.
Well, the Profits will have to truly compete as a team to overcome the odds in this 2 out of 3 falls match.
The truth is, I don't know if Ford and Dawkins have faced a team as dangerous as Haku and Tama.
And the Street Profits are going to have to execute a next-level plan to take down the Islanders and Heenan.
The Islanders versus the Street Profits in a best-of-3 falls match. This matchup represents two teams who want to rule the tag team division and have sharpened their offensive arsenals so one move can put away any opponent.
The Street Profits swag levels are at an all-time high, and they told the Islanders they want the
Finds the roll-up.
He's going for the pin. Only getting one out of that pin.
He is too fresh to have been kept down there.
Power slam.
We're watching two great teams at work right now, but with the talent at this level in the ring, you have to wonder, are there any possible breakout single stars here?
Every one of these men has that sort of potential, Michael. I mean, Montez Ford has had moments of single success, competing in many high-profile matches on his own.
Though you'd be doing a great disservice to Angelo Dawkins, who has an equally impressive skill set should he go solo. And of course, both Islanders competed separately for a time in WWE before joining up, so you know that Tama and Haku could once again dominate as single stars.
Corey, you've competed in these type of matches before. What's the key to victory for Haku and Tama?
It's crucial for the Islanders to win the first fall as early as possible. To do that, they've got to either isolate Ford or Dawkins and block their path to make an attack.
A 2 out of 3 falls match is a different beast and a bit of a rarity in tag team competition. But one of these teams actually has a bit of a history with this stipulation.
Yeah, Cole, the Islanders have a history of success in multi-fall matches and in high-profile situations, no less. They competed in the main event of the first Royal Rumble event in this kind of match and won it in 2 straight falls.
They also won a 2 out of 3 falls match on Saturday night's main event. Bottom line, the Islanders are more than ready for this. Hopefully, the Street Profits are quick learners.
Down in a hurry.
Ford seems unable to turn the momentum here.
The Islanders putting a beating on the Street Profits.
Haku looking to capitalize after the reversal.
Proof these superstars have done their homework.
Whoa, right into a chop block. Debilitating counter.
So many accolades for Dawkins and Ford, Triple Crown, Tag Team Champions, multiple WrestleMania wins. This win could be another major feather in their caps.
It could be, but for the Islanders, all those accolades are motivation. Haku and Tama know they're the best tag team around, so they want to knock off the Profits and prove it. Then maybe they'll get the respect they rightfully deserve.
As was set up in the corner of the ring.
Counter. He knew just what to do.
Something that Taz and Dawkins need to watch out for tonight is the presence of Bobby the Weasel Heenan. He'll do anything for his clients.
Don't you dare disparage the brain, Saxton. Heenan is indeed a wise man who has quickly brought the Islanders up the ranks. They'll be tag champions in no time.
Just like that, Haku gets stopped.
Back and forth, counter after counter.
Running power slam! It's obvious Montez Ford is feeling the pain that has been dealt out so far. Could be getting in.
Blast off!
Headbutt right on the mark.
The Profits are down and the Islanders are about to reap the rewards.
Sent into the corner. Wicked clothesline.
Look, I get that the Islanders are brutal, but when I look at Haku, I kind of see something royal about it.
Are you kidding me, Saxton? Haku's a big, mean dude who loves to into the cover.
He got the shoulder up in time.
We are this far into the match. Where is this energy coming from?
You go up, you have to come down. And there's the cover. Shoulder up right away.
He didn't even let the ref start the count.
He really felt the impact on that one.
Montez certainly wasn't fooling around with that attack.
What a punch! Action spilling toward us. This is probably a good time to take our things and go. Massive atomic drop.
And he's tagging his partner in. And into the turnbuckle he goes.
Look at this. Snap suplex. Using the elbow as a weapon.
Devastating elbow.
Oh, toss to ringside. Oof. Oh. Scrambling up the top turnbuckle now.
Incoming! All the way to the outside. Putting it all on the line and coming up big with a breathtaking move. Oof!
Forearm smash!
I'm glad the Islanders are able to compete tonight. I was worried they'd have to serve another suspension.
Oh, what a phony charge that was. He and the Islanders did an amazing job as dog sitters, and they got...
He ends the pin attempt for some reason. Look at this. Snap suplex. And Dawkins can't be thinking about parties after that maneuver. Ah, release back suplex.
Samoan drop, Byron?
Oh, no, it's the Hawaiian drop. Oh. Oof.
Uh-oh. Headbutt. Nothing. Fancy there. Samoan drop. The Street Profits having a bit of trouble here against the Islanders.
There's just something about the Anawahi family that up high. Wow, cross body.
And are you kidding me? He's going up high.
Big elbow drop.
Took a gamble once, took a gamble again, and hit the jackpot twice.
Tama carrying the momentum in this match.
The Islanders straight up crushing the Profits here. Goes into the corner.
Getting positioned on the top rope.
All the way up top.
Oh! Arm drag. He's headed to the top now.
Sky high. Down with force.
And the Islanders just sent the Profits up in smoke. From the top. Down. Consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match has certainly picked up.
We thought it was going to be the Street Profits going to the air this often.
The Islanders beating Angelo and Montez at their own game now. My God, the Islanders continuing the assault. The Street Profits just don't know the word quit.
This is not just about winning. This is about taking over. This is a big night for the Street Profits. The party cups are filled to the brim tonight. I took a sniff of it, and it nearly knocked me out.
I've seen tap water knock you loopy, Saxton, but I know for a fact that the Profits have the strong stuff in hand tonight. In fact, I've heard the Islanders plan on... Will this be enough?
He kicks out before the count starts.
Truly cannot believe that didn't even get a 1 count. And into the corner he goes.
Connects. Saw it coming. Uh-oh. Headbutt. Elbow drop.
Piercing. He's placed into a precarious position.
That turns it around for Montez.
Tama looking evasive.
Counters to gain the advantage.
Scoop slam.
Montez Ford getting ready. From the top. Oh, he paid for that high risk. Uh-oh. Headbutt.
Nothing fancy there.
Point of the elbow, nailed it.
Propped up in the corner.
What a shot.
This is just establishing dominance, followed by a stop.
Going up to the turnbuckle here.
Setting up again.
That's it. What a splash. Will that finish Montez?
This is a man possessed. Going again.
Up high.
Crossbody from the top.
Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact. Ooh. And Dawkins is really being knocked around. He may get the 3 count right here.
This is it.
And he picks up the quick fall here. Look at this. Boom. Nice.
Oh, stomping away.
Ending up in harm's way yet again.
And his body has to be in extreme amounts of pain right now.
The Profits battling with every ounce of their soul. Are we about to see it again? The splash connects. Does Tama finish the job here?
Makes the cover. Second fall for the Islanders. And they beat the Profits.
Here are your winners, Tama and Haku, the Islanders.
What a matchup. The Islanders met the Street Profits at every turn in the air and the ground. This loss is going to hurt Dawkins and Ford for a long time.
Look, we saw tremendous tag teams do what they do best, but only one could win. And the Islanders stepped up and got the job done. Tama and Haku just proved they are the best tag team of any era.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have the words to convey how proud I am to have been part of this historic showcase. Having worked alongside this family, this bloodline, for so many decades, reliving moments that I got to experience firsthand has been a privilege of the highest order. introducing you to WWE legends that I hold in such high esteem, and also spotlighting the modern day greatness their descendants have provided you in recent years, all to pay tribute to the greatest wrestling family I have ever known. Has truly been my privilege. To be successful in this industry is a 1 in a billion chance. To see one bloodline continuously pump out superstar after superstar, champion after champion, generation after generation, is a testament not only to the skills they possess, but also to the work they put in to become absolute masters of their craft. And it cannot be stated any other way. This dynasty, this family, this bloodline has mastered every single solitary aspect of professional wrestling. And by reliving their magnificent history, you've begun your path of mastery as well. You've conquered former champions, righted some very egregious historical wrongs, survived war games, and even settled the question as to who the true tribal chief really is. You've unlocked WWE legends who are now ready to unleash their special brand of offense on current WWE superstars who didn't think they'd ever have to face these classic competitors like Haku or the Wild Samoans. It wasn't easy, and you definitely had to get a little oozy along the way. But you showed that bloodline spirit and determination, and now you stand at the top of the mountain. On behalf of WWE and the 2K families, we all thank you so very much for playing. And on behalf of every fan of this beautiful performance art known as professional wrestling, we thank you, the Anawai, Fatu, and Maivia clans, for decades of entertainment and generations of pure brilliance, for creating greatness with your hard work and sharing it with all of us so freely. Before we go, we do have one last surprise for you at home. Now that you've showcased your skills and earned a spot as an honorary Oos, it's time for you to choose who rules your WWE universe as the tribal chief. Is Roman Reigns still your tribal chief, or have you thrown in with the attempted coup by Solo Sikoa? Do you want to see Tamina finally rule over everyone, or is it TK all day, every day, don't you say? Regardless of who you choose, you've earned the right to acknowledge your tribal